Hello and welcome back to the Swamp Cove, where we have coasters, water rides and other goodness, but we are lacking one thing, and it's Junior 1 and we still do not have a freaking drink stall. We got like so much swag and crap stalls, it's unheard of, yet drink stalls, a very essential thing if you ask me. Nope, we do not have them. And well, the research and development team better have this one be the drink stall, or there's gonna be some heads rolling down the R&D department. Oh yes, man, I think I could better do the research myself. I mean, how hard is it to think of putting Coke and other soda in a glass or a cup or whatever they use, really? I mean, is it that hard? See, I can do it too. Anyway, since we do not have that, we better build other stuff. And last time we built this stuff over here. But I think that, well, you know, there's another thing that's been missing in the park, and that's music. So why don't we get our old and trusted, crappy build with the potential to be super amazing merry-go-round ride out there. Yeah, those are a lot of superlatives if I ever heard one. Now, we could build it here, but since we're going around like this, I think it's better if I put it like over here. A bit on the water. So, there. And we will have the, we'll have the entrance be there. Exit is going to be really short here, but alright, good. Let's quickly set this up by opening it up, because that's the best way of setting things up. We will charge $5, and because it's June, I don't think I need to adjust pricing just yet. But once it becomes like September, then yeah, we definitely need to take a look at the pricing. Not right now though. So, let's give this a name, and we'll call this the Gator Roundminator. What a lame name is that? But it's cool because it's in the swamp. So yeah, I needed a gator in there anyway. And a minator as well, because well, that's how things go. Now we could go with a bit of a brown coloring, but the ride itself is quite brown, so I feel like we could lift the whole jungle colors theme styling that we're doing, and perhaps go with a bit of orange, perhaps even this darker orange. We don't use that color a lot, and I feel like we should. And then this one can be green, there. See, now it blends in, orange and green. Right, good, alright, I like it, I approve, and well, all that we really need to do is hook it up to the main path. But listen to that. Oh, well, I should not sing myself. I am not known for my amazing singing qualities. We'll have these paths here, you know, Swamp Cove and all that. Yes, game, I know there wasn't an exit. Don't complain, I got it all under control. We'll put one of those there. We'll get a few benches. And in good tradition, what we'll also do is we'll get a handy dude. Because so far, we've always been going by the rule of a new ride, a new handy dude. And so far, it has worked out pretty well for us. So we won't leave that tradition. There, we got that. Now, I'm looking at my cache and I see we don't have a lot, but we also do not have any thrill rides to build, nor do we have any water rides to build other than this rowing attraction with magical boats which can row over land. Yeah, a bit odd, I must admit, but fine. Anyway, because of that, we kind of like stuck with, well, we could keep on building gentle rides, but gentle rides are not known for being awesome. So instead, we're gonna have to build a coaster, and I think that this is the logical candidate for it. It's the cheapest one we got, and it will be like the second coaster that we build ourselves. So yeah, we are also gonna build it over here somewhere, but for that I kind of do want to redo the pathing over here, because there's a lot of path here which I don't really need, to be honest. We're not gonna build any slam down thrill ride here. Now we're gonna build coaster track only here, and the stations are not gonna be this high up. Otherwise they wouldn't even have any advantage of the massive hill over here. So what I'm thinking of doing is removing the path and have a path go underground. So if we take a look, let's say that if this is the underground, we go underground at the same point, but then we just go like well, this more or less, and then to this point, and we'll also have this path go underground, but we'll just remove the rest of it in its entirety. Alright, sounds like a plan. Let's get that done. It should also give us a bit more cash, which is never a bad thing. Alright, so and I now also blocked off our staff from getting anywhere. Yeah, that's also not good. And then I need to remove these 2 tiles. Is there any more? Oh yeah, there is more stuff patrolling around. Pointless, guard. Don't you see that there are no vandals there when you are about to do the same? Not anymore now. Right, let's get our quick and patented path removing tool out here. Oh, look at that. Look at all the cash coming in. And with this extra cash, we can now build the coaster. So we do not even need to take out an extra loan. Yeah, we can just do it with our own cash. Look at that. It's actually quite a lot. All of a sudden, I have 3k. Haha, nice. Right, you be gone as well. Come on, move it. And then over here, nothing. Yeah. Look, be gone. Right, that's like 3.5 grand. That's not bad at all. So, right. Let's get some height markers out there, because this is height 8. Alright, so we could even go below this low point over here. So that's good to know. Right, how far would I want it in? The path is only there to hook up a crap load of coasters, really. It's not there to be scenic or whatever, really. It's just there to hook up a crap load of coasters. So I guess I don't need it that far in, because the coaster station is always going to be long and it needs space and all that. So I guess if we're like just at the edge of this low point, we're far enough. So, right, let's get that sorted then. Get some terraforming tools out there. You know what, we will just do it like that. And we will then also do it like this. And over here. Look at that. Perfect. Right. Then, yeah, we're gonna go with the grey default tarmac. And let's just go to over there. Right. And then we'll just go all the way over here. Let's see. This should be the line where the path... Yeah. Look, just like that. And then we will also have you just hook up. See, no special things or anything. Now obviously, because it's all new, what I do need is some infrastructure there. So, yeah. Well, interior infrastructure, that is. Sitting infrastructure. Benches, look at that. See, just some basic coverage. Once we got exits and all that, we will get some more decent coverage. But for now, this should do it. Right, I also don't want this to open up a massive section of the park just yet. So we'll put a no entry sign over there. And we will also get some staff here. Well, some staff. One staff. Or one member of staff, I mean. Because, yeah, there's nothing there, so I don't expect a whole lot of vomit out there. Or litter, or any other sort, so... I think, by the way, that this more or less covers still where the sign is, so... Good luck, handyman! I think that you'll be a pretty pale fellow after a year or so, because you'll never be in the sun. A cave handyman. He'll also walk around in bare clothes. Oh man. Right, time to get the coaster there. Now that path did cost us quite a bit of money, so we are gonna take out a little bit more loan. How much can we take? 5. That should be more or less enough. Right, let's get to work on where we're gonna put that coaster. If we want to put it somewhere, let's get the rides back on though. Let's see. You know, ideally I'd have that coaster be also in this area. I know, crazy, I know, it's gonna be difficult, but I still prefer it to be over here, so that we leave a lot of space of this hill for other coasters, because we're gonna need quite a few. 1600 guests ain't easy, and I'm saying that only needing 1000, but well, it still isn't easy. So yeah, my point remains valid. So if I were to put this station, like, I don't really need to have it have to go underground, if I'm honest, because the underground really, you know, and with underground I mean below level 6, because that's more needed for over here where the path goes in this direction. I think I could get away with just building a station at the level of the path and then just have it hook up to this stretch here. If we're gonna do that, then I'd want the station to... Oh no, that's not gonna work. We do need it at least one below the path. Otherwise we're gonna have a horrible queue. So I want the station to be on that line there. Right, with that in mind. Yeah, alright, and we're gonna have it go one lower than the ground level. Oh, there is apparently a tree in the way. Totally not aware of that, but fine, whatever. Now then, we will start building a custom design, of course. There, and then we'll need to go down one. This is where the station should be, really. Right, and we'll remove a new. To be honest, I didn't really need to remove that ramp. Well, actually I do, because I need to lift it. So, right, let's remove the supports and the trees so I can see where the F I'm building. Also, by the way, let's get this out there. Oh, nice, it fits on the ground right away. I'm actually thinking of putting the exit over here, but no, we're not gonna do it. We're gonna go with a simple exit. If I were to over here, I think if I go over here and then have just go up by one tile, we're immediately right there at the path. So good. Well, let us build this awesome coaster of awesomeness, right? So far, it is indeed awesome, but then there is a tree in the way. Well, so far we're also still building the lift only. That's alright though. I kind of want this coaster to go as far as the lift of the boat hire. Or boat hire, hear me talk. I mean the water slide, of course. So far that's going quite well actually. Oh my goodness, we are actually going above. Yeah, more or less. Now I think we can go to the same height. That's cool. Height 27 for this coaster. That is crazy good. Look at that. Oh my goodness. And bam, we got ourselves a track going. Now, I would love to go over here and do some things, and I'll try to, but if it turns out to be next to impossible, then I'll be the first to just leave it at that. I'm not gonna try and do things that are just gonna take ages, you know. Oh, yeah, this is also a nice one. Right now, it will be at more or less like a dead stop, pretty much. But right now, I believe that if we go down to like height 21, we can go... Oh no, never mind. Because our own coaster is most likely in the way. Isn't it? Or is it some other piece? Yeah, it's most likely our own coasters, yeah. Screw that. What I need is this. Yeah, that works. And we can even go below our own coaster with this. As long as I do it over here. Yeah, see? I knew it. Right, well, that's kind of cool. I would love to go through over here though. See, here I think is a possibility for me to do something. So let's see that we get ourselves over there, which we're not doing right now. How cool would it be if we were able to make it drop like this? No, right now we're outside of the part. That's never helping, of course. This works though. Look at that. Perfect. So we're going around the coaster right now. I think that's pretty neat. There is of course the Virginia reel over here. Right. Not anymore though. And perhaps we can have like a steep drop in here to get ourselves at the right height. Which I think would be somewhere around height 12. I think. Height 12. Right, I can't see for the life of me what I'm doing here at the moment. No, it's not height 12. Perhaps I try... Oh, yeah, alright. So there's actually the other steel coaster out there. Who is... Oh, and the tree. Yeah, so that was kind of like in the way. Frustrating the things a bit. But this works out. I quite like this. So, yeah, we'll do it like this. And then we'll go up here. And am I gonna hit the Virginia reel now? Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm below the Virginia reel. It's alright there. We can get away from this. This might not be the best track piece for over here. So perhaps what we can do is... Well, we could wait, of course, till... Oh, no, we cannot. Right. And there's no small curving this or whatever. An S-bend would be total suicide. So really the only option that I got here is to make this be a somewhat more mellow curve. Because right now we can just shoot up wherever we want really. Which we're doing. Height 19 means that the speed on it won't be that great. Oh, and then there's a roller coaster in the way. You know what? We don't need to go up that high. We'll keep it a little bit closer to the ground. And you know what? Why don't we take a peek in the underground? I think the underground is where we want to be right now. So, and because at height 70, there will still be some speed, but not that much that this will be a breakneck endeavor. So, well, terraform over here, do another piece of terraforming over there. Look at that, and we're in the underground. I don't want to do too much here. I kind of want to leave that still free for other coasters. So just so you know, I'm also on the line of where I want this coaster to be at best. So though perhaps looking at my cache, perhaps it would be wise to not do too many shenanigans above ground anymore. Oh. Okay, that's annoying. Apparently we need to go up then. Alright, so that whole track piece is literally impossible. Right, that's good to know. This isn't though. Right. Right now I just want to have like a helix down. So we'll do a helix. Okay, never mind. A helix down small. Never mind again either. I need to have that a little bit further out, but then we'll be running into my own lift. So, oh, that's nice. This is a rather nice swirl around the things. And now a helix. There's a roller coaster in the way. A roller coaster there. Yeah, that would be our own tracks. Right. You know what? We'll do a helix down small. Because I think that the helix down small is not such a nuisance. Alright, maybe it is. Balls! Why is it so hard for me to get this helix? I am not gonna give up on it though. I want a helix in here. Alright, helix small then. Fine. Not even. How much more do I need to add before I can get my fucking helix? make it down small. There we go. It's not that hard game, see? Right, and we'll go back underground now to not spend too much cash on this coaster, so that we still have some cash left once we're finished over here. Right, I can't even see where the F1 building. Oh, it's right over there. Good, well I need to go down to height 5. Oh, I think that's kind of difficult because of the other coaster track right there. So if I do it like this, at height 6, I can stay above. That is good. And that is less good. Yeah, alright. So I see an issue arising here. In that I need to go around here, but I also need balls. Alright. Not good indeed. Let's try and see if a small curve like this, and then another small curve. No? Really? Fine, game, fine. Apparently I cannot. Oh, I could also have used... Does that help me with anything? I could go down. Doesn't seem to influence that much, I'm honest. I am at station height now though. There's no need for me to go at any different height. I'm also not interfering with... Ooh, am I looking at what I think I'm looking at? I am. Nice. Well, I think we got ourselves quite the nice coaster over here. Why don't you report on the test ride while I go about and give this one a quick hookup. Because I do think that this one is in need of some infrastructure path stuff type things here. There is... Alright, good. Right, yeah, this is exactly what I was hoping I would get. No. Look, and then like this. It's not too long, but it's not too short either, so I guess it's just perfect. I mean, I made it, so duh, of course it is. Now what we... No, that's not what I needed. I need to get my bid tile selector there. And then if I go up, yeah, see, that hooks it up straight away. Perfect. Right. There is a no entry sign there. All I need to do really is remove this one. And check out the test results, shall we? I think. Oh, never mind. There are no test results yet. Well, in that case, that's a bit of a... Ooh, here it is. High speeds, high Gs, a lot of drops, and this one seems to have the potential to go up as high as 6 in the ratings, which is pretty high for such a coaster, and we're gonna price it as if it were. So, right, good. Also, one thing that totally would... Burger bar and a cotton candy stall. You gotta be kidding me. Really? No, a game. What are you doing? Pizza stall. Hold up. What? Are you insane? That is crazy. Oh. And they're also complaining about... They're complaining about things. Boat 6 on the flood thing. Where is boat 6? And that's boat 3. Have they gone astray? Can I still see the boats? Yeah, I can. You have boat 2, boat 5, boat 7, boat 9. Where is boat 6? That's a very good question. I do not see it anywhere, really. Maybe I should check it out. Boat 6 is somewhere below the... If I rotate the camera, can I now see it? There it is. That is boat 6, right over there. It's a bit hard to see. I can't mouse over it, but this is boat 6. Well, that's your own problem for getting lost. Though I think that this also kind of shows that perhaps the whole boat hire as transportation ride kind of concept is not that great, but we're still gonna give it a shot. But yeah, I am aware of this issue. Anyway, I also saw that the guests complained about filthy paths, and they'd be right. Wow, look at this. Madness. We need an extra dude over here right now. And we also need to do a vandalism check because of it. Yeah, look at that. And this as well. It's just that this isn't covered because, oh, well, it's just on the border really of these assigned squares, you know, these blue assigned squares. Right, well, let's do a quick vandalism check then, seeing how there's so much vomit in the park. And it's good that we do it, because, yeah. Well, if that's everything though, that's not that bad, if I'm honest. But this is also costing... oh, never mind. It's also costing us guests, and that is bad. So. Anyway, we were actually setting up our latest edition over here, so I might as well... look at that! 6.2 even! Wow! For such a coaster, that is really, really, really good. And then to remind me that I kind of did remove pretty much all the scenery. If we cram in trees here, this could even get up to like 6.5. Nice, nice, nice. Besides, I think that this coaster might have added a bit more to the other coasters here as well. Not that they need it, but this one, the mangrove monster, not bad, 7. Yeah, alright, I am happy with it. So, we are gonna give this, yeah, the Aztec secret. Aztec. Yeah, alright. The A to Z tag. The Aztec, yeah. Oh, me and my clever naming. Right, so it doesn't resemble anything as Aztecian or whatever it's called, but the name is still cool. Now, we need to give this a color scheme. We could actually give this perhaps a multiple color scheme, but I'm not going to. I want to color this just nicely. So, to do so, I'm thinking bright green for the innards, and then have like maybe a white with the brown. We don't have any white tracks there, so the brown for the supports, you know, obviously. Could I go with this? Oh yes, yes, yes. See, it totally blends in now, but I quite like this white tracking. I think that it was needed, you know. We didn't have it, so yeah. It's good, I approve. I'm happy with it. And this, no. Yellow, yeah, sure. Looks good, looks good. Alright, the Aztec then. Let's open it up. And what we will need to do before we continue on, we do need 2 things here. That is benches, most definitely. A lot over here. But we also need a handy dude and a fix mechanic over here. Because this coaster is really going to need it. Right, so I don't really know where. Yeah, so it's over there. That's just to remind me like where the square is where I need to assign the staff to, really. Which means that would already cover the exit. Ah, that's good. Nice, nice and easy. You won't ever see the above ground, but you're still not allowed to mow grass. Even if it grows underground, you leave it. Ah, grass growing underground, that would be a first actually. Good. That will be your area. And in fact, I do think that we might as well hire ourselves another loose mechanic for inspection. And as well, a new guard. They seem to wander off in the wrong sections of the park anyway, so... we also want a monkey. Why? Well, why not? That's the better question. And there it is. We got ourselves yet another coaster. And, well, the park is quite empty. Not anymore so. And I hope that these freaking eggheads, after this one, we will get the drink stall. Because right now, I don't know. What are the guests thinking? thoughts. I'm thirsty. Look at that. We really need this because this will just grow up, mount up more and more, and guests will leave due to it. So not good, not good. But if the research department will develop this drink stall or not, and more, can all be found out next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.